Alice in Wonderland may be a celebrated experience story that has went with the childhood of numerous areas for more than 100 a long period of time. The work has been adjusted into numerous motion pictures, counting Walt Disney's delivered film almost born in 1951. In 2010, Wonderland was once again recreated lively and delivered with 3D innovation within the film Alice in Wonderland by popular chef Tim Burton. I observed this motion picture for the primary time in 2010 was within 7th review. It reviewed a young lady that that time might not completely get in the meaning and message of the movie. What was added were curious about the enchanted and special Underland world. A long time afterward, when I once more entered the world of Alice in Wonderland, I truly realized the profound messages covered up profound within the Wonderland filled with unusual and insane things. Alice in Wonderland could be a motion picture where each time you observe it, you find something unusual and curiously approximately Alice, Wonderland, or life itself. Alice in Wonderland isn't based on the initial story, but may be a spin-off to the Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass storylines. Alice Kingsley, or Mia Wasikowska, was presently gotten to be a lovely 19-year-old young lady, but still childish, persistent. One day, Alice goes to a party that she didn't an- anticipate to be her engagement party with a senseless aristocrat that her mother and sister orchestrated. Confronted with the predicament, Alice runs off, taken after a white rabbit in a vest holding a cake observes. Alice found down a rabbit gap and returned to the pixie world of the ancient days that Alice once set foot in. Here, she started unusual travel and meets ancient companions like Frantic Hatter as Johnny Depp as Frantic Hatter, Chipmunk Dormouse, twin brother Tweedledum, Caterpillar Absalom, White Rabbit McTwist, and particularly could be a Cheshire Cat that shows up and vanishes from time to time. Be that as it may, Alice has no recollections of this book any longer, and her old companions too demand that she isn't the Alice they knew for a long time prior. The pixie world is slowly tinged with dull colors by the fiendish run the show or the runny ruler, and it is Alice who will be the ones to protect them all, return peace to this enchanted arrive. Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland has basic, easy to understand, common sense substance. The legend stands up against fiendish, returning peace to arrive. In any case, the producers and the pictures and points of interest of the arrive pronounce within the grand pull and the watchers most. Tim Burton's Wonderland is truly an arrived cult of shining color blended with enchanting, spooky, foggy colors. Made with 3D technology, in spite of the fact that it isn't culminate, the vibrant Wonderland shows up exceptionally radiant, secretive, and full of charm, sufficient to pull in watchers. In expansion, making the tremendous frantic-headed character, the delicate white ruler, or Anne Hathaway, particularly the ruddy ruler with her head 3 times bigger than typical and her high-pitched voice is greatly noteworthy and one of a kind. Within the genuine world where Alice lives, everything has gone to be the standard, whether individuals like it or not, from hairstyles, costumes, to move and must follow the rules. It is indeed the long run hitch life, and it isn't for you to choose. In that world, visionaries would be called insane. In the meantime, Wonderland is an underground world with colors, spooky scenes, and insane things that is were in daydream. Alice considered that the world is fair and her dream and not genuine. That underland world incorporates a white rabbit in the vest. There's a cake and drink that can alter the human size. There's a coating that shows up and vanishes. There's a blue caterpillar. There's a big head ruler. There's an arm full of cards. But in that insane plot, Alice can let her hair down and wear comfortable, custom-filled dresses. There, people can move uncommon moves like no other. And in that world, what they do is their posage choice. Just like the white ruler said to Alice, you shouldn't fare for others. It's up to you to select. The two universes, the genuine world and Wonderland, are, after all, two totally inverse universes. A world is genuine. A world is as it were within the creative ability. A standard world and an insane world. But by the conclusion of the motion picture, you ought to ponder which is the genuine world, which is the world to world. Is it genuine that we're individuals and it were taken after the guidelines and dream and fantasies? In expansion, the detail of the ruddy ruler and the white ruler competing for the position of royalty, in addition an extraordinary detail. The castle in which the ruddy ruler rules, as well as the queen squires, are images of deception. Indifferently, the white ruler and her subject symbolized thoughtfulness, tenderness, and earnestness. The detail of the ruddy ruler losing her position of a tall leader suggests that deception and lip service must be taught and not permitted to run the show of the world. This, to some degree, alludes to Alice's genuine world, where standards with more or less lead to falsehoods. The illusory standard have to be dispensed with. Alice fell into a rabbit hole and got lost in Wonderland. But it was that plot twist that led Alice back to the real world, changing her life and making a difference. Alice finally becoming the individuals she was supposed to be. In both universes, Alice is pushed into unforeseen and ungainly circumstances. Within the genuine world, she was constrained by her mother and sister, who wed the modern Hamish. In Wonderland, she is constrained to end it up a saint to spare they arrive from the mastery of the ruddy ruler. Confronted with these two circumstances, Alice both ran upset. But in Wonderland, after taken with Absalom, she realized numberless critical things. Alice was courageous sufficient to comfort the Jabberwocky-winged serpent alone, as well as courageous sufficient to realize who she was, courageous sufficient to face a problem within the genuine world alone. Within the conclusion, Alice spared the Underland, changed her life, and laid the primary bricks on her way to changing the world she lived in. Sometime there is a way to attain the inconceivable, is to accept it is impossible. Alice, like her father, will be the one to turn the apparently incomprehensive into